Today's video is beyond content creation. It is beyond Ghana-Nigerian banter. But this is a wake-up call and a cry for help for the student of dentistry in the University of Calabar. The last time I did a video comparing Ghana universities versus Nigerian universities, and we just spoke about the buildings, the outlook. But in this video, we're going to be going further, not just outlooks, but the courses many of our Nigerian universities are offering. Are they accredited? Welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Ami. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. I want us to watch these heartbreaking videos from the dentistry students who enrolled in the University of Calabar, as they call out the Nigerian government and their university after wasting their time, effort, and money for 7 years, only to call and tell them one day that the course they have been reading is not accredited or has lost its accreditation due to poor funding and greed. Let's watch their plight and then we come back.
Now, since yesterday, I've been seeing posts online about what's happening currently in the University of Calabar. The University of Calabar offers both medicine and dentistry as courses in the medical profession, and soon they're expected to graduate both medical doctors and dental surgeons every induction. Now, the next induction for the University of Calabar, the College of Medicine, is happening on the 21st of July. And just yesterday or day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, the provost of the college announced that the 32 medical students that passed, mind you, there are 5 professional MBA exams in dentistry in that school. And the ones that are in final year and just finished and passed their exams, there are 60 in that class, and out of 60, 32 passed the exam. And so they are qualified by results to become dental surgeons and inducted later this month. And the provost, made a post that he announced that the 32 that passed have been rejected and denied their induction into the dental profession. Why, you may ask? Now, it was discovered that the quota, there's a quota for every school, and the quota for the University of Calabar, for the College of Medicine, Dentistry particularly, is 10. Just 10 students per class. And mind you, in that class, there are some classes that are over 90, but in that final year class, there were 60. Out of that 60 now, 32 passed. And the MDC, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, said that they will not pass them. Why? Because they are 3 times the quota of the school. I find it hard to understand why the greed in our country has eaten deep into the educational sector, and you basically cannot just fathom why a college will admit far more students than it can actually cater for beyond its quota. Your quota was 10 and you're having over 90 in some classes. The final year class were 60, 32 passed, and now people that have, pushed through blood, sweat, and tears over the years, 8 to 9 years in medical school, they have literally told all their people that, hey, it's time to be doctors, it's time to be dental surgeons. And their dreams, their hopes are just shattered. As a matter of fact, the provost of the college said that they should go and learn a trade. They should go and learn chemistry. They should go. I've been seeing different posts about it, and I am deeply shattered, not just because these are, medical students like myself, but because it could happen to anybody. Imagine you were in their shoes. How will you feel? And they're just telling you that after 8 to 9 years of your hard work, you should just go back. You should just go and do something else with. Now that you go out and learn and write jump, maybe in another university, or start again. I really do not understand, but this is the first time I'm actually seeing this high level of injustice being tempered on students, medical students for that matter. So I'm making this video and I am tagging the MDCN. I am tagging necessary authorities that can look into this, because you cannot just wave off people like they are not living things. These are people that have written. If you understand what it means to be in the medical school and write and pass the professional exam, we're talking about 5 MBs here. It is not easy, and it's something that is very, very painful, because I have written 2 MBs, but I understand the pain throughout, this period, not to talk of people that have done 5. So it is something that is disheartening. It's something that it's something that should be looked into. This is a wake-up call to all heads and authorities in the educational sector. This is a very serious matter that should be looked into. The medical student community of Nigeria is not happy with this. I do not think anybody, imagine you were their parents, imagine you were their relatives, and you understand that you have somebody here in this medical school who has passed duly. They did not fail out. They did not, medical school is something that if you're in it, you understand that your mates most likely have married, they have done other things with their life, but because we spend more years in the system, only to be rewarded like this, like, I do not understand. The induction is literally in 10, 11 days, and you're telling them that all they have ever done for the past how many years It's nothing. This is it's a systemic fault. Like, it is the fault of the college, because why admit more students than you can handle? And then the provost even went on to say that. I saw a post where the provost said that they thought that the students will fail and then the number will reduce down to 10. But it just shows that they are hardworking students, so they can. So what does that mean? That they can make it in order? I really don't know what to say, but it is disheartening and we are strongly against it. Something needs to be done. You cannot tell these people to just go back and do like nothing happened, because if nothing happens for this course, I fear in 2-3 years, what is it, years, in months to come, what will become of our educational sector? Sending all our love to all our brothers and sisters in the College of Dentistry, University of Calabar. We are with you. We see your pain, and we believe that something can be done about it. The student community, as a matter of fact, is not in line with this decision. We are strongly against it because this could literally happen to anybody. So we feel your pain, and I hope something can be done about it. If you see this video on your FYP, please share. Please massively repost. Please engage. Tag as many authorities as you can, because we cannot keep quiet about this. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Like I said earlier, this is beyond content. We're talking about people's futures. Imagine spending 7 years in school, and at the end, your lecturer or the school department comes and tell you one day that the course your parents are spending money on 7 years is not accredited. You should go and do new courses or start life afresh. One even said they told them to go and learn a skill. Let's watch people's reaction to these. What are Nigerians saying about this current updates? And then we come back.
There's this video trending on the internet, and a lot of you guys have tagged me to the video of a girl who went to school on a rainy day in Imo State University. In that video, you will see the university hall leaking. And when you go to the comment section, you will see a lot of people saying that, or comparing that video to Ghana. I guess that's why a lot of you tagged me to that video. Look, I made a video earlier on comparing Nigerian hostels to Ghanaian hostels, and a lot of you Ghanaians in the comment section was telling me, or were telling me, that the responsibility of the hostel looking good goes to the student, meaning the Nigerian students are mainly unkept. They are dirty people, so that's why they clean their hostels, and their hostels, get damaged to the extent that it cannot be repaired anymore. But here is the case. This hall where students listen and take lectures is leaking, and the ceilings are all falling off. This is a government property. In that previous video, I was pleading with the government to take public universities seriously and fix the damages in those hostels. While you guys said this, it is the responsibilities of the students, and the students should be more tidy. Now, I hope when you see this girl's video, you will understand why we have to plead with the government, because we know that majority of students who are in hostels are unkept. We know that. And if these facilities that these students are using and keeping unkept are actually clean initially, you would understand that the students will do their best to take care of it. Most of these ugly hostels you see, and you're blaming the students in Nigeria for being unkept, have been like that for ages. Most of these university hostels where you say these Nigerians are unkept, they need to sweep and therefore pick the litters. If they pick those litters, those pure water nylons from the gutter, like you saw in that video, and clean everywhere, the hostel will still look unkept because everything is old. I told you guys a story about a girl and her grandmother who attended the same school. The signboard, I'm not even talking about facilities in the hostel. I'm talking about the signboard in that hostel was the same, or is the same as it was since the time of the girl's grandmother. We really need to take education seriously and invest a lot in the education of our future leaders, instead of taking loans from white people and investing it in one particular presidential villa. Instead of you taking millions and using it for personal issues, I feel we should invest more in the students. Ghanaians are having people go to school for absolutely free. They are practically paying students to attend lectures and learn for their own future. And we claim we are bigger than them. We claim we have richer people than them, better musicians than them, smarter people than them, richer people than them. Why can't we invest all this in our own future leaders?
Is this your campus? University of Nigeria Nsukka, the Lion's Den. Unfortunately, right now, it looks like they are more interested in creating prayer warriors and spiritual giants than industry leaders, sports giants, and excellent professionals in all fields. That would explain why the old sports complex has become a shadow of itself. Our team was shocked and saddened by the sheer number of abandoned projects and dilapidated buildings on campus. Kai, DK, nah, what has happened to this great school? Away from the damaged sports center, let's talk about some of the good things on campus. The library has a unique architectural identity. Some call this style tropical architecture. Fortunately, there's an unfinished part to it. The ramp here with no handrail. I wonder how wheelchair users will fare. Personally, don't understand why the library is fenced away from the school. If you're going to fence anything in a school, it definitely shouldn't be the library. Faculty of Art building is also a great building. We may do a special feature on it when next we can. We couldn't get into it that particular day, but it's definitely iconic and it's one of their best buildings. On one hand, the school-start roads need serious upgrade. On the other hand, you have the issue of the absence of pedestrian walkways. So the students and the cars are competing for road use. Another thing that shocked us is the fact that they don't have a Senate building. I mean, they do have an administrative building, but you know their age mates, UI, OAU, Unilag, all have Senate buildings of their own. Let me even ask, is UNN the least funded of their peers? I mean, we know that all Nigerian universities are poorly funded, but this one takes the cake. This is back to the interior of the library, and as you can see, it's very underwhelming. It's very dirty. Many of the lights in this room are not functioning. It's a sad case. In a normal country, this is unacceptable for a university library, but the government of the state where this university is hosted is launching an airline. Talk about priorities. So this is the mechanical engineering workshop. So it is rustic. I get that because it's a colonial structure. What I don't get is why they've not consciously curated their own architectural identity. Also, why is there no conscious effort to have paved walkway around? Why is there red sand all over the place? The university alumni and the government at state and federal level and anybody and everybody that cares needs to come and help this university. The future is not bright if this is where your engineers are going to be coming from. That has nothing to do with the intelligence of the students. The environment is just not right. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that these facilities look like they are from the 1960s. I'm not an engineer, but I don't know if many of these machines are still being used in 2025. Kai, this UNN or Diego. I'm worried about this university because the environment has an impact on the minds of the students. For example, I'm not sure there's any functioning elevator in the university campus, whereas as bad as Unilag is, there are at least 15 working elevators. I also have to mention the university is not neat. There's overgrown grass everywhere, and wait till we get to the hostels. You are going to cry.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man.
The hostel videos moved me to tears. University students in poorer African countries have better learning environment. And don't you dare come into the comment section to accuse the students of not using the facilities well. If you are watching this video aged 30 to 60, your question should be, how can we solve this? The Awolowo halls and the newest halls, you need to do proper landscaping everywhere here. Apart from eliminating the risk of reptiles attacking the students, you protect the building. You can see the stains on the base of the building already. You need roads. These puddles at the Okeke hostel are a risk. You can already imagine how terrible it looks inside. It should also be noted that these students don't have regular access to water. The water tanks are not sufficient. It is common sense. You can tell many of these areas are terribly dark at night. In terms of architecture, yes, the hostels may be finely designed, but on facility maintenance and landscaping, it is 0 over 100. I have chosen to skip the other buildings because the point has been made. Any further point will be repetition. But I want to reiterate this one. This is the mosque project. It is abandoned. There are too many abandoned projects in this university campus. It is a security risk. It's a health risk. Something has to be done very urgently.
Just as you can see on your screen, UNN Faculty of Dentistry seeks for financial support as they are set to lose their accreditation this July if they do not get about 38.8 million to upgrade their labs. UNN Faculty of Dentistry is about to lose its accreditation this July. They are the only institution in the entire Southeast permitted to graduate dental surgeons. UNN need at least 38 million to procure essential equipment, upgrade its lab for MDCN accreditation 2025. Now, these are not made up stories. I'll be putting the documents side by side for you to see. Yes, I know you might ask me what is the meaning of accreditation. Let me explain better. For courses that involve medical practice, you need to be accredited before you can teach those courses. For example, if you're teaching people or your students how to become surgeons, you need to have a standard lab, an accredited lab, an up-to-date lab that can help you facilitate, teaching those children. For example, you cannot say you're in medical school and you don't have the basic medical equipment, meaning any student that graduates from your school is a quack or wasn't properly lectured. That's just what it means. Or you understand what I mean? So you need some certain equipment to be in place. You need some certain standard to be in place before students who are graduating from your institution can be, accepted as qualified medical personnel. This happens all over the world. Architecture has their own standard, agriculture has their own standard, but the standard of medical student is more, important because this is dealing with people's lives directly. So many of these schools, particularly the one at UNN, is about to lose its accreditation this July because they have not met up with the standard. The school, the department is not equipped to lecture dentistry students, meaning any student that graduates from that particular school cannot be qualified as a dentist because the institution you're graduating from does not meet the qualification. And many of these students are being asked to go back home. Some are told to go and learn a trade. Some are told to go and learn new courses after 7 years. No refundment of school fees, no compensation, no nothing. Let's read people's reaction to this. This one says, one of the biggest educational institutions in Nigeria. This is troubling. Yes, a whole federal university, but of course, $100 million private jet and a 5 million yacht that nobody is using are more important than our schools. Yes. This one says, this is mind-blowing. The Minister of Education announced a special intervention of $4 billion to the same UNN for the rehabilitation of medical schools. So why is this an issue? The question is, where is the money? Now this one says, meanwhile, students of some dentistry in University of Calabar were all asked to transfer to other institutions because the university has lost its accreditation, leaving the students stranded after years of academic hard work and financial expenses. This is sad. This is sad. I will be putting people's reactions on your screen for you to see. Someone says, may Nigeria not happen to us? It's a serious prayer point. And the answer is amen. Sincerely, I can understand what these students are going through because I'm a medical student. When we were in school, then I think 300 level, we started hearing rumors that our school was going to lose accreditation. All of us entered fasting and prayer. So it was God that came through for us, that our school was able to meet up with the standard, and then we were able to graduate after housemanship and the rest. So I understand these people's pain. I understand the agony. Nigerians need to really stand up and work on their educational system because this is going to be a very big problem to the nearest generation. We're talking about Ghana. Can this happen in Ghana? That's the question I always ask for Nigerian people. Can it happen in Ghana? So much time, I'm not just here to come and compare Nigeria to Ghana, no. I'm just here to enlighten us the more, to understand that there is a big problem in our country that we need to address. So it's well, hopefully UNN doesn't lose its accreditation and then something is just done about this whole situation. Because if you've never worn these shoes, you'll never understand. You'll never understand what it means for you to send your child to school for 7 years. Then the child come back home with nothing just because the government refused to play their own role. But that's all I have for you in this video. Feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, stuff for Kenya. And all the good stuff relating to them. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.